Before I get into today's video, remember to follow me on Twitter. So my Twitter, the link is in the description below. You can also find me. My handle is @JacksonKruger. Come over, say hi. And anyways, back to your regularly scheduled video. All right, so happy Halloween to everyone. I'm still here making videos. Speaking of Halloween, it was a horror show for the Texans. I mean, hey, they kind of, got back in it a little bit at the end there, made it competitive. But for the most part, I mean, this was not, it wasn't horrible. The Texans are the Texans. It was a great performance by the Rams. This is kind of what we expect the Rams to do to bad teams. And after, kind of a lackluster performance against Detroit, they weren't horrible, but kind of just, some breaks went against them and didn't maybe blow them out the way people were expecting. Well, in this game, they were able to blow out a team the way that they were hoping they could. So a lot of fun stuff. Let's just get into the film study and talk about what they did so well. All right, so let's start off with this one. What's going to happen here, it's going to be Kupp, who's quietly having the best receiving season ever. That's another thing that's happening. But what's happening here is it's going to be man coverage, and you see the route that Kupp is going to run right here. It's a good route against this coverage, although one thing I want you to keep an eye on is look at where Stafford's going to look during this play. He looks towards his left, even though he was never realistically going to throw there. He threw that ball too quickly. He was always throwing to the right. It's more so just to freeze the safety. We saw some bad safety play in this game, or maybe some weird safety play would be the issue. Not really on this play, but on other ones. And then just look at this throw. Just a beautifully accurate throw right there. So, great stuff by the entire Rams team on that one. Obviously, Kupp getting open and Stafford with the, again, the way he uses his eyes is really very well done. We also had this one, which was very fun. So what's going to happen here is it appears to be cover 3 zone. It could be a cover 1 man play. It was a little bit difficult for me to tell, but regardless, same idea. You're going to see Jefferson actually running a deep route. That's usually these kind of routes are just designed to take the safety out of the play. This play was the main one I'm talking about when I talk about a situation where, the safeties may be making some curious decisions. Look at how, so Stafford takes the snap, and so, receiver runs deep, and at this point, I don't know how the safety got so far out of position here. I really don't know. Again, part of it was Stafford did a great job with his eyes of not making it clear where he's going to throw until he's right about to throw. He did that on this play as well, so very good stuff. But just given the concept of what was going on underneath, nothing was getting open underneath. Bad safety play, but again, set up by Stafford, and that's kind of the way you have to view when you're playing the Texans, right? Is yes, you're going to see some bad defense. It's the Texans. That's going to happen. But also, how do you take advantage of bad defenders? And good job by Stafford there. And also just look at this beautiful throw so they're able to get the ball all the way inside the 10-yard line right there. So not only did you do a good job of getting a guy open, but now you're doing a good job of just making the throws, and that's what you got to do. You got to make them pay for their mistakes, and that's a lot of what the Rams have done all season, really, is make teams pay for their mistakes and make them make mistakes. But you also had stuff like this, where this play, what's going to happen here, it's going to be zone coverage again, and what the Rams are doing is they have the receiver lined up to Stafford's left, running a deeper route. The point of this is, A, you can get the safety out of position, but you can also get the corner out of position. The corner typically covers 5 to 15 yards on a play like this, so he might end up staying a little bit further deep. Watch how when Stafford takes the snap, you notice that the corner does, in fact, go deep. So when Stafford makes this throw, this is actually pretty significantly open. Yes, there's a linebacker who's kind of in the area right here, but he can't really get into this play. He read it well enough, but the problem is now he has to beat Kupp to a spot. It's just not going to happen, and this is kind of the good concept by Sean McVay, especially when you're, again, playing a bad defense. And as you see, Kupp makes the catch and does what he does, which is pick up a ton of yards after the catch as well. So great job by him, great job by Stafford, great job by McVay. Not the best job by the Houston Texans, I think is the best way to probably describe a play like that. But still, good stuff by the LA Rams right there. And then we have this next play. This is going to be a Robert Woods play. Robert Woods wearing 2, still throwing me off. Still not used to that, but that's besides the point. Wearing the number 2, because of course the rule changed. You're allowed to do that now. It's zone coverage, and he's just going to sit into a gap in coverage. That's his job on this play. First down and goal, just find a gap in coverage right when this play starts. So at this point, this isn't really a great throw to make, right? You see a linebacker kind of reads it, steps in front of Woods. So if Stafford did make this throw, that would be way too risky, especially on a 1st and goal. But watch what Woods is going to do. Woods then just steps over, sits into a different gap, and makes the catch. Also, good job by Stafford of kind of knowing Woods would do that. Them being on the same page is very important, because had Stafford thrown it and Woods stepped aside, that would have been an easy interception, but they're on the same page. Just good high football IQ by both guys, and good awareness by both guys, understanding the situation. And I want to break this play down as well. This was kind of a great example of just sort of even the things that didn't work ended up working for the Rams. So the way this play works is that you have a couple players pulling over to the left, including the guy who's going to get the ball right here, Robert Woods. Once again, he will eventually be the ball carrier on this one in sort of a jet sweep motion. You have Kupp, who's in a jet sweep motion, an actual jet sweep motion, because it's not really, jet sweep typically means you're in motion before the ball is snapped. That's what Kupp is doing. But Robert Woods is going to be the one who gets the ball and runs to the offense's left. Watch Los Angeles' center on this play, because it's going to be really funny, I think, what exactly is going to happen here. Because the way this play is supposed to work is everyone is supposed to be able to be accounted for on this play. The tight end running up and lead blocking, he should be able to get the safety. They could get a touchdown if everyone makes their blocks. Look, so Robert Woods eventually does get a little pitch backwards, and the center for Los Angeles missed his block. It happens. He wasn't able to get there in time, going up against the safety, trying to make the block. Tough to do right there, so good job. Now, it's okay for LA, because now the tight end can just block him, but now the free safety is going to be the one who can come in and make the tackle, you would assume. But watch the awareness by 55 for Los Angeles here. He just goes up and he just blocks the free safety, and they're able to get the touchdown anyways. So even when stuff isn't working, it's working. Really good win. Yes, it was against the Texans, but still, good job by them. So yeah, listen, very good game by the Rams. The Rams are legit. We all know this. The Rams are a Super Bowl contender. It's crazy. All of the one-loss teams in the NFC, kind of some crazy stuff. The Rams are certainly up there. They have just as good a chance of winning a Super Bowl as anyone else, and they were able to really just trounce a Texans team that I actually thought matched up somewhat okay against LA, but there's just not the talent there. That's kind of what it comes down to, is matchups will only get you so far. You have to be able to play, and LA can play. We know that. So that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.